Hello, hola, buenos dias, and welcome to the first video of my Antarctica series. Now, if all goes to plan, this video is going to be my journey to Antarctica. And although I'm not at the start of my journey yet, that was definitely yesterday when I left Manchester to fly to Amsterdam and then did a 13.5-hour flight from Amsterdam to Buenos Aires. I am now in Buenos Aires and it feels like the start. It feels like I'm now officially away and Antarctica, inshallah, is gonna happen. Now, I have been to Buenos Aires before, so I just really wanted a quick trip here. I'm staying near the airport and I'm gonna just pop into the city for a couple of hours. It's currently like 9 o'clock in the morning, but my body clock thinks it's about lunchtime. I'm actually starving for lunch. So I had breakfast on the plane at like 5 a.m. Argentina time. So I'm going to pop into the city for a few hours and then I have an early morning flight down to Ushuaia tomorrow morning. I'm going to focus on seeing a few bits in Ushuaia, which you'll see mostly in this video, and then board the cruise to Antarctica. So whether you are watching this because you're planning a trip to Antarctica and you want to kind of know like how do you even start and get there, or you're just watching this because you're interested, which if you are, thank you. Well, either way, thank you. Then I hope that I can show you a little bit of Argentina and how you get to Antarctica. But now, vamos, let's go into Buenos Aires and see how much I remember from 7 years ago. Okay, so I'm in the city. I got dropped off by my driver that the hotel organised and he's going to meet me in a couple of hours, which is really handy. Now, if I had more time here and I had a bit more enthusiasm today, I would do one of the free walking tours, because that was honestly one of the best things I did in the city last time. So I'd highly recommend that to you. It's very interesting. They do two different ones. Both are free. Both literally get such amazing reviews. They kind of meet around here, which is Plaza de Mayo, and then kind of end at the big pink Evita building at the end. But this place, this plaza is just really incredible. There's so much different architecture around here, and it kind of just reminds you of like lots of different European cities. And because it is the end of spring going into summer here, all of these beautiful purple flowers are out like I saw in Malaga in May, which is super amazing. But just look at this. And then like there's this church here, and then there's just these huge avenues all the way down here as well. It's so impressive. So just been walking around. It's only 11:30. It does feel like the middle of the afternoon for me, but like I said, that's okay because I'm working with UK time. But I'm just like, I'm so happy right now. Like, I just love walking around a city, and this city really is amazing. I loved it last time, and there's just something about it that I don't know what it is, but I just feel so happy. Just somewhere so new and so different, and yeah, amazing. Right, I am now just waiting for my driver to pick me up, take me back to the hotel. I've had a really nice few hours walking around. Buenos Aires is absolutely huge, but it's actually very walkable, like the downtown area. I didn't make it to La Boca, which is the really colourful part, but you do have to get a taxi or a bus there or something, and I just haven't got the energy for that today. And I've been there before, but if you are watching this, then you definitely have to go there as well. I love walking around the city. there's so many like big boulevards that you can walk down, but there's so many like side streets as well, and everything's in blocks, so it's very easy to work out. But I do need to save my energy to go to the end of the world tomorrow, which is when I am going to see you next. Okay, look at what's behind me. I am in Ushuaia. I am at the very southern city in the world. I'm very happy to be here. The flight was really good down here. I mean, it was absolutely stunning at the end, as you should have seen. I do apologize as well now for a lot of my images being kind of like Instagram vertical. I just honestly can't film like both ways of both platforms right now, so I'm just kind of doing what I can do, kind of focusing on Instagram a bit more and then sharing that here on YouTube. So I have 48 hours here in Ushuaia before before my Antarctica cruise starts. I'm just going to kind of have a little walk around the town this afternoon, get some lunch, mostly just chill. I am quite tired. Tomorrow morning I do have a tour booked, which is to the very iconic, you know, most southern places in the world, the post office, the national park and the train. So yeah, but I think it's quite a small town, so I feel like you're going to be able to see quite a lot just walking around. But I must say, I mean, you can see here all of the yellow dandelions. It feels so amazing to have spring back, because obviously I've left the UK in autumn and it's springtime here in Argentina, so that feels really nice. All of the kind of main boats and like the main boats and the tourist offices up here. I'm going to see the Ushuaia sign, which is actually quite far away, but it is over here. I can just see it. Okay, it is my second day here in Ushuaia, and I must say I'm really loving this town. I mean, the scenery is absolutely spectacular, as you can see behind me. And then we have the snow-capped mountains here as well. But there's just a lot of things to do. It's just a really nice vibe. There's some really nice cafes, lots of places to get food. Well, I haven't even really touched the amazing places to get food just yet, but I did watch a vlog from Audrey and Sam who mentioned quite a few places, so make sure you watch their vlog as well if you are coming to Ushuaia. So I did just enjoy some of the cafes this morning with some of the groups that are here that I'm going to Antarctica with, and this afternoon I'm doing a half-day tour. I booked it via Viator. I'll leave the link below, but it is with Rambo Sir. And actually down here at the pier there are lots of different companies. I did pay and book online, but I think now I would have rather just came down here and probably paid in cash, because the exchange rate for the peso and everything is just much better if you do pay in cash. But anyway, it's done now. So we're going on a half-a-day tour to the national park, the train journey, and also to the most southern post office. Now some of these you can do yourself and you can just get a taxi there, but it did seem better just for me just to do it as a tour, an organised tour. So vamos, let's go. This is our bus, and they're just picking us up right next to the all of these tourist stands. There is some nice dancing down here as well. So I am in Tierra del Fuego National Park on the most southern train journey in the world, which is very cool. We stopped now at Macarena station. We were literally only on the train for like 5 minutes. We've got a 15-minute stop here, but already the views are just absolutely stunning of the national park. It is kind of mid-November right now, so the season is just starting up for Antarctica and the tourist season down here. But yeah, it is beautiful. Now this train line is not only famous for being kind of the most southern one, but it was actually built by prisoners, and a lot of Ushuaia actually was built by prisoners. We're still kind of learning about it on the tour right now, but then they do some gimmicky things, like they've got some people dressed up as prisoners. Also other things to do here in Ushuaia are going to one of the old prisons. So yeah, something a little bit gimmicky but fun as well, and definitely interesting in terms of the history. Well, that train journey was absolutely stunning. It was quite short because we only did the one way, we didn't return, so our bus then picked us up, but it was stunning. The snow-capped mountains, the horses, just the plains, the rivers. It was completely surprising how beautiful it was, to be honest. And now we are down at a lake, which is half Argentina's, half Chile. So right over there is Chile, which is kind of cool, and it has suddenly gone quite windy, but we are very, very lucky with these blue skies. One of the guys in the train station said that Ushuaia only gets this kind of weather 4 days a year, and this is one of them. I don't know whether he's making that up, but I mean, I'm happy.
Border. We are here. Here, in this border.
Yeah.
And this is Darwin.
Okay, ending this half-day tour, this is the post office, the most southern post office in the world. Unfortunately, it is actually closed right now, but it is a Saturday afternoon, well, Saturday evening really, so I guess it makes sense. But you can usually stamp your passport and also send a postcard from here. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to come back and do that another time.